Good morning, my rogue readers. My name is Erin Rogoff, and welcome to my Booktube channel, where we discuss books, and more books. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing part 2 of Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. This book is really growing on me, and I didn't expect it to, but this was definitely one of the books that I read because of other Booktube channels, and all the hype that these other Booktubers were talking about, so I figured, why not hop on the Booktube bandwagon and read it? So I did. And one of the things that I absolutely love about Taylor's dad as a character is the nicknames that he gave to his kids. Warren is son, Chelsea is princess, and Taylor is kid. And that just made me think of my dad's childhood nickname for me, which was Smudge. That name is nonsensical and it has no real meaning, but my dad always considered that word as a synonym for cute, and since I was a cute kid, it sort of stuck. So whenever my dad was hanging out with me or teaching me how to play baseball or something, he would say, "Nice swing, Smudge," and I'd be there with the baseball bat and he would call me that all the time, so that was sort of the norm. And then I also kind of thought that the book at the beginning was a depressing narrative, but it's actually growing on me, so I really like it now. And this book is so well written, the writing style has me wanting more, and I wonder, are you feeling the same way? Because only now am I starting to understand the hype about this book. Still, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Taylor as a character, because she runs from her problems and confrontation and all that, and that really gets on my nerves, but I hope to understand all the whys, and as the story develops, I hope to have my questions answered. So anyway, that is all for today's vlog, so peace out, people! So part 2, Metamorphosis, of Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson is already driving me a little insane. It starts out with Taylor getting a job at the snack bar at the lake, and as it turns out, her ex-best friend, Lucy, works there too. So Lucy wants to avoid Taylor, and Taylor wants to apologize, but she doesn't get the chance to. So I wonder if she's going to get a second chance. Sorry for the pun, I am really bad at puns. Anyway, that's beside the point. With Taylor getting the job, she already wants to quit 20 minutes into her first day, but she thinks it'll be pretty bad if she quits on the first day, so she's gonna ride it out and see what happens. But then we go to a flashback 5 years ago when Taylor has everything beginning to fall apart with Lucy and Taylor's first boyfriend, Henry. So Lucy's parents are getting a divorce, and so she tells Taylor, hey, I'm going to be spending all of her time in Jersey, and it'll be so complicated and boring. And then Lucy says, well, at least you'll have Henry to hang out with. And then Taylor says something that I can tell is going to bite her in the... You get what I mean. So anyway, Taylor says that Henry is kind of a dork, so why would she want to hang out with him? With that said, I am putting money on the fact that Lucy tells Henry what Taylor said, and then everything falls apart. And that's just part 1 of the whole falling apart facade thing. Not really a facade since it actually happened, but I've only had 1 cup of coffee today, so we can all guess how I'm feeling right now. Anyway, the falling out between Taylor and Lucy just reminds me of the falling out that I had with my ex-best friend, who I think was a really bad influence, and I was just so desperate for friends that I kind of clung to that friendship a little too long, and it just got so complicated, and then I'm not even going to go into it just because I don't want to have flashbacks of bad memories. So anyway, I can understand the falling out with Taylor and Lucy, but I don't like thinking about it. However, as I read the book, and I think to myself, okay, this kind of reminds me a little bit of my falling out since it happened at the end of the school year and at the beginning of the summer, and it was just a huge mess that sort of messed up all of my friendships in the clique that I had when I was in high school. So I do not want to talk about that anymore. I just want to continue reading Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson.